I'm Havoc, and this is Factorio Space Exploration Plus. And like we started last episode, I'm standing above our copper belts, and what do you know? They're full. And they're full for good reason. If you come on down, they're not empty at the beginning either. And that would be because of this train. I already had track right here for my artillery train, but I honestly wasn't using the artillery train anymore. What I was doing is flying around with a single artillery in my inventory, dropping it, bombing a bunch of places, using my jetpack to skirt around really fast. And, just take care of everything that way. I wasn't really using the train because that constrains you to where you have track, and I don't have track in a lot of places out here. We'll be fixing that and taking care of things, but right now I want to show you what I did down here. Also, I added 4 more jetpacks, and as one might think, that will make me very, very fast. I think I can probably outrun a train at this point with my jetpack speed. Alright, but when we get over here, this is the loading area. I have warehouses that buffer copper plate and then load. And this way, I don't have to worry about, let's see, I'll demonstrate this. If you have 6 chests like you would normally do, and 6 inserters unloading, and then I decided I wanted to just take a line down like this, what happens is this one will grab as much as it can and fill this chest up. So this one will have the most, this one will have the second most, this one will have less, probably none at all, and then this last one will be empty. And so when your train pulls up, these first few will empty in just a moment, and then you only have 2 inserters actually moving quickly. And there's a way around it. There are many ways around it. You can do something along the lines of, say, this, and that will split your line up a whole lot, and all kinds of other crazy contraptions. In order to balance it, you can use the red wire and circuitry to balance it. But I have these wonderful items called warehouses, these buildings, and what they allow me to do is just let it come down like this, and this buffers so much that I don't have to worry about it. And that means that every one of these is grabbing from the same equal inventory, and it will load the train incredibly fast. I mean, I don't even have that many. I only have maybe 4 researches into the stack inserter upgrade, 4 or 5, and there are several more to do. And at that point, this will become just crazy fast, and that's good. That means the train doesn't sit here loading for a really long time. It's going to load as fast as my stack inserters can do, and then as soon as it finishes, off it goes. And this one train that I have set up is just going back and forth between here, loading up copper plates, and going back over here and offloading on the line. But see, the thing is, I can put another train right here, or I could have more than one train running on this line, because they will sit and wait. If there's one sitting here in the stacker, as soon as that one's gone, they'll come around, load up, and they can go wherever they need to go, which means I can start moving copper plate to other modular builds now very easy. Now, I still haven't set up the the trains bringing it here. I am currently just mining these 2 big patches, but as they start to get low and it becomes apparent that I'm going to need more coming down the line, I can have trains come offload right here. And because of the way I did this, where each of these are using a splitter to join in, I can just have a train park here and offload, and it will supplement the lines of what are coming from down here that I'm mining. And I need to go put a radar down there so I can see that when I'm not around. It won't take me but just a second to fly right over here, and I'm going the wrong way. I was using the map, and so from where I was at on the map, it was down and to the right. That's funny. Can I get away with putting one kind of in between both of them? Looks like it. And that will give me vision here. As I was saying, this is going to run out quickly. In fact, some of this has already run out, and it will slack out quickly. But that runs to the first one, and I did that on purpose because this is where a train will go if it can. Each of these are named the same, and that's actually probably going to be a problem for these last two. I might want to break the rails. Let's go do that while I'm thinking about it, because I don't want trains going to offload there yet. It's not set up. We'll break that piece and that piece. And this leaves the only two available are the ones that I have running. But copper plate is not a problem. We have all the copper plate one could want right now. And I really like this setup. What I can do is just blueprint all of this, and well, not the mines down here, but all of the train networks and everything. I can blueprint all of that and simply take this and drop it down somewhere else and change the recipes from iron or from copper to say iron or stone brick. Well, I take that back. For stone brick, it'll need to be a slightly different setup because stone brick takes 2 stone to make a single brick. Right here, 2 stone, whereas the regular recipes for all of the other items are using 1 to 1. 1 ore makes 1 iron plate. So I will need to figure out how exactly I'm going to get a full belt's worth out from these industrial furnaces from the stone bricks, and we'll look at that eventually. In fact, I'll probably have an entire area dedicated to all the different stone things. So I'm going to have the stone bricks being smelted. I'm going to have stone just being able to be put on the line. You'll need that for rails and other items. Let's see, sand will need to be made there. I'll probably go ahead, take some of the sand and have it available by train to another module, and then just go ahead and smelt a lot of that sand into glass on site as well to take glass out. So processing stone in its area will have all kinds of great things. And I just realized I don't have that connected. And I want as many connections as possible in case I accidentally break one, I don't lose power to a big section of my base. But also, in between episodes, I cleared a lot of area of stone, of trees, little bits and bobs all over the place. I've just cleared out a massive area as I see more. I think this is about where I stopped when I got back up to this. Another thing that I'm looking at is I want to move our core mining setup. I just want to cut this and move it so it's not sitting in coal and everything. It ended up being a lot larger than I intended. And I thought I was going to be able to sneak it in here, and by the time everything was said and done, we're encroaching on the oil here, we're encroaching on the coal down here, and I don't like that. It feels bad to me, so I'm going to want to move that. But I also want to look at how we're going to handle coal and our water and crude oil. Nothing's moving right now because we're backed up on coal like crazy. And I want to make a lot of plastic. That'll take coal. I want to make oil, probably do coal liquefaction out of the oil. But for today's episode, I want to get iron plate taken care of like we did copper. Because you're going to notice, last episode, copper was the problem. This episode, iron is the problem. Let's fix that. It'll be much easier this time because I can just take a section of this and say, this is what I would like. Let's move it and plop it down elsewhere. And the reason I have this spacing in between here is because when I put these down and I thought about it, this takes up a lot of space. But I could run 8 more lines if I take this and turn it around to face downwards here and put them in like so. And then I can fit 1, 2, 3, 4 in here and output to the bottom side and come up right here, and we can just reverse these belts. And that will give me 4 trains coming in and 16 blue belts of smelting at once and 16 blue belts of export at one time, which is just a lot for this early in the game. Now, I don't usually do builds like this. In the past, I've made a massive base primarily out of belt where the bus stretches from somewhere up here all the way down to here and branches off in so many places. And that's usually what I do. And so I'm trying to learn while I'm doing these modded things. Let's get outside my normal comfort zone and make different things, learn different ways of building. And speaking of, why don't y'all go down in the comments and tell me, what kind of bases do you usually make? Do y'all go with these massive bot bases where you have hundreds of thousands of bots moving everything around? Do you like the big train bases where you have modular builds output? Or do you go with the giant belt, the carry everything down the bus base? Put it down in the comments. So let's go down here and see about getting some sections of the setup that I made as blueprints. I need to not do this on the jetpack. I'm so all over the place with the jetpack, it will not end up looking good. We're going to have to come all the way back to somewhere in this area. I want to encompass all of the smelting down to here. Perfect, except for all of this. I don't necessarily want to keep the same spacing, or maybe I do, but what I definitely don't want to do is have this little cross section of our Celtic knot here in the blueprint, because I don't know if that's the junction type I will use when I come out here and drop it somewhere else. I just want, in fact, let's take all of this out as well, because I don't know if I will be putting it on the bottom side of the rail or not. Because I am using right-hand drive for the rails, I do have to be cognizant of that. But this looks good. Let's create a blueprint. It's big, very big. Now, where I place this isn't as important as if it will fit and not cover up resources. Can I rotate this and fit it right in here somewhere? It doesn't look like it's gonna allow me to do that. I'm running into a lot of things, but I can go remove a good bit of this. The only thing I can't remove right now is my little bit of uranium that's still mining here. I really want to finish picking that up and then put our iron right in here. But if I can't fit it here, I can do the iron elsewhere. It's not critical that it goes right there. So we have room right here if we move stuff around. Let's grab that blueprint again and see. Not that one. This one. I need to clean my inventory. Turn it back the correct way. I could definitely put it coming down from right here. All I have to do is cut this belt and stop it, which I can then use the belt to feed what I'm about to make anyways. And this will give me another junction down. And I don't have any resources that are right here. There's just a lot of trees. I think that's the plan. We're going to go down here and make that happen. Welcome back, everyone. So, I've been busy, and we have a setup. I ran into the issue of the fact that we've got 18 million iron sitting right here, kind of right where I wanted to put the the loading yard for the iron plate, but that's okay. I have set it all up, it's mining it, it's good to go. You can't really tell, I need to put a radar down over there, but the bots are still delivering everything for the building. If I put it right there, you should be able to see. They're still plugging in belt to finish this line down through here. When they get that all placed, it'll work its way down, it'll come around where we can also offload from trains and make it to the smelters. And then it's through the smelting array, back across. I got to go super far, and I had to shift this up to go around items here. I will move all of this after that iron patch is gone, so it's better placed. But the beauty is, with as many construction bots as I have now, I can just drop this and let them go. I have thousands. In fact, let's look. I have 2,877 construction bots, 8,000, almost 9,000 logistics bots. So I could just put a big project down and go work on the next thing, and they take care of this in a heartbeat. And we are running. We are moving. They could be a little bit faster. We're backing up here. This little junction would be the last area that I place, which is why they're placing the items last and moving it. But that will take care of iron plate, getting it over here to this section. The only thing is now, how do we get it from loaded to where we need it? And I have a little section right here. So what I'm probably going to do is take from that area and just do sort of the same setup as this one right over here. Let's take... Thank goodness I have a jetpack, where I've been hit by a train just then. I want to take a blueprint of this. And I don't want all of this, though, because I have already most of the things. What I want... Actually, let's do that again. What I want is from this point forward. But I want the entirety of this blueprint. I actually didn't need all of this extra up here, but that's okay. I'm trying to zoom in on the blueprint to remove them. Now, we can take that and place it down right over here if there's room. It's another big question. Another big if. Will it fit? Indeed it shall. Perfect. And then I need to put down some signaling. That way everything will work. Now they can set this up, and when they place this down, I'm going to have this set up as an iron train. Now I do want some cargo wagons. I do believe I can just request those. No, I cannot, so I'm not making them anywhere. We'll fix that real fast. I also don't think I'm making the engines themselves, and you'll see that is constantly going off. We have a problem. And that is that the biters have become a little too aggressive again, and they need some thinning. And that might be what's on the schedule for next episode. We'll see. We will see. That is a lot of resources. Wait a minute. Let's drop that back down to say 200 of each of these. That's better. This one wasn't asking for that many. It's a little bit of steel, but that's okay. That one wanted almost 800 of some of the resources. You need to calm down, sir. Calm down. And we will limit these to 2. I already should have, yes, I have 4 engines. All I want right now are the cargo wagons, and they'll bring that momentarily. But we are waiting on iron so bad. We need to fix this issue. And the way I'm going to do that is the same as here. We're going to bring those iron plates and squeeze them in somewhere. Where are we going to squeeze them in at? That's the question. I might actually stop these lines completely. That's what we're going to do. We're going to stop this completely. Let that bleed dry and empty these out, because we're going to offload, bring 4 blue belts of iron plate up and to the belt, probably right through where this smelting array is right now. Not probably, that's what we're going to do. We're going to rip this one up and come right through here and bring 4 blue belts of iron plate straight in. And then we will leave the rest of this iron that we are mining down here for our steel, which is going to be an issue because I have bled this line dry when I diverted all of it down to this smelting array. And that's okay. We'll take care of that. It's not the end of the world. We are missing an awful lot of inserters, but they'll take those as soon as they are made. And we're missing power right here. Right now we're just waiting on things, and we're probably waiting on stuff because we are out of iron. It would be really nice if we had some iron on the line already. So let's go. That completes this being bled dry. I'm going to bring the belts right through here, so I need to have room to bring them in. What we may do is use a lot of these. Let's go ahead and tell the bots to upgrade these to blue. All the way until you reach somewhere in this point. And then we need to clean up this because we're going to tie into it. And we can also get rid of this monstrosity. I don't need a 16 to 16 balancer when I'm only getting maybe 1 line's worth of red in. What I need to do is just condense all of these down and send a belt over. But we can go ahead and set this up to be ready for when we can offload the iron plate. They're taking forever. I will just place that myself. I would like that to get charging. And have they brought me any cargo wagons? No, because I took it off of my logistics request when I realized we didn't have any. And they're on the way now. That's perfect. So we need to name this train stop and then set up a train that goes back and forth. This is going to be iron line, not life, line offloading. And we're going to make it solid blue. I need the rest of my train cargo wagon pieces before I can build that out and then finish setting up the train. So we're going to say, I want you to go because I don't have any trains facing the other direction. It can't go anywhere. I was caught off guard for just a moment trying to figure out why that was so, but it's because I don't have the other train head pieces on here. Now I can go all over the place. I want to go from iron smelting. Wait a minute. What did I name that? Or did I not name these? I did not name these, and that would be why I can't find it in here. This is going to be iron smelting pickup. When I get over here, thank goodness we move at light speed. I want you to be blue, and you will be iron smelting pickup. And we're going to do the same thing for that one as well. So now I should be able to locate what I would like. And that is going to be iron smelting pickup until inventory is full. And then iron line offloading until empty cargo. And away she goes. And I'll make that train blue eventually, but right now I just want to make sure it comes down here, grabs plate. And of course, I'm lacking quite a large number of inserter arms. Ooh, that was close. Didn't even realize I'm standing right next to the rail line and almost got hit there. But we're loading, except for from that one. Can I pick up any of these real fast that are already here and use them? I would really like to do so, because I'm probably not producing any more of these right now because the line is out of iron plate. I should have taken care of this a long time ago. But I was busy with all the space things. There's so many exciting things to do that you forget about what you have down on the planet. And I think I need to use the rest of these for offloading the iron on the other end. And let's fly over there instead of walking. Who walks when you have a jetpack? I'm no peasant. That's what I thought. There's almost no inserters over here. And let's just go ahead and get the train, even though it's not going to be full yet. Can you go to your other destination? Because I want you... I am hitting all the wrong buttons right now. I want you to start offloading immediately. Should probably make sure that that's going where I want that to go. I can't recall where I ended that. Okay, I ended it right over here, which is perfect. I'm actually going to stop it right there for the moment because I need bots to come rip all of this up. It's probably going to mess up power somehow. We'll go ahead and give it a way around that. And get this set up. Perfect. Hurry up, robots. Pick it all up. I'm not waiting for them. I'll pick it up by hand. I really would like to get iron flowing again. That was this one, was it? No. Second from the top. That's okay. And our iron plate is flowing yet again. And that'll fix a lot of problems down the line. And I will upgrade this to blue belt so everything can be properly fed down the line. But that makes a good stopping point for this video. We took care of the iron issue. Next, it's probably going to be steel now that I'm looking at this poor thing trickling down. And after that, stone and all the other materials. But we're going to ramp up production and work on those items in the future. If you enjoyed today's episode, feel free to give it a like, and remember to put down in the comments what type of base that you usually build and what type of bases are your favorite, and I will see you all next time.